All right, here we go, man. There's lots of action happening here. I'm giving you the breaking news of the day. So everybody, sit back. Yeah, relax. Let's do this. Here we go. This guy here. Oh, man. He has been Super James Bond. $62,400 in the copyright fine. Mr. James Bond fights back here. Welcome back to the Jack Bauer Revolution. All right, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, just like you heard on the raid on the TV Addams home, it came directly to the Utah man. We're going to call him Mr. James Bond because he has been able to fight back here and get himself out of this backwards. I'm going to show it to you as at random shooting, I guess you could say. The lawsuits keep coming in, and they're just picking and choosing. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're at. This guy was just doing the search for the worst movies ever, and they actually came and got him in Utah, of no other places here in the USA. So Mr. James had to work on a jailbreak here, and if you subscribe to the Jack Bauer YouTube channel, I will bring you all of the cool content here, and of course, the worst movies ever. You are looking at Alcatraz, all right, where this guy had to basically get himself out of jail. Unbelievable. All over searching what's going to be called here BitTorrent. Just doing a search, looking for it. Falsely accused. Had to hurry up and get himself together a jailbreak. So let's go take a look at the story here. I'm going to show you a couple on what's going on. I think you guys are going to find this thing pretty exciting. All right, here we go. Wrongfully accused pirate. Well, let's still call him a pirate, but he's been wrongfully accused. Won $62,000. Oh, I was wrong. Now it's $818. A Utah man, Mr. James Bond, was previously accused of pirating a movie through BitTorrent. Wants the filmmakers responsible to pay his legal bills because the filmmakers had definitely come after him. The lawsuit, the question was filed last year by the makers of the movie Criminal. After the defendant fought back, this case was dropped voluntarily, leaving him with an expensive legal bill. I have to tell you that it ranges, when you first go to court, $50,000 on up. It is crazy out there. So for more than a decade, file sharers around the world have been pressured to pay significant settlement fees. Remember, I've been telling you guys for the last couple months, you are going to be pressured in upcoming mail to pay significant fees or face the worst in court because of the legislation that has allowed them to track down right here the IP address. Make sure that's not yours. It is not mine. So you are hearing in the news all the time. Protect yourself because these efforts are open categorized as copyright trolling. Share a familiar pattern after the film companies acquire a subpoena. Okay, so the subpoena is issued once again to go through it just to let you know, bam, that IP address. The subpoena is coming down under legal action lands on piracy, propelling even like Showbox and Kodi. People don't even aware that if you were a popcorn user, Terrarium TV, Showbox, any sort of service out there are now getting sued by the movie industry. Left and right. They are going after the people that, by the way, do not have a VPN. All I ask you guys to do is subscribe to the Jack Bauer YouTube channel. Check out all of the other videos and all the crazy stuff here that we're doing here in the Jack Bauer channel. As always, we do all kinds of cool stuff. I always recommend you go to Best VPN right now. Don't get yourself in this kind of trouble here as the filmmaker companies are just randomly shooting off fees, lawsuits, courts, charging people with criminal activity, and then you find yourself into having to get yourself bailed out. And then you're going to have to, of course, come up with the legal financials to get yourself, of course, out of jail. So, as it was settled, fees and costs on this one, the conclusion, after the prevailing party, they gave his name, not James Bond, Darren, is entitled to be awarded the reasonable costs and fees as described hereon. So he had won, and he had sued to get back all of his legal fees. So remember this as a tip for the movie companies dragging him into court. He refiled and went after them into the litigation and won. All right, so the judge definitely sided with him. So remember that every story we've been doing lately is regards to legal action, okay? TV add-ons. Everybody that's a Kodi user, Zem user should stand trial in the U.S., by the way, in court. That will be coming up here in sometime in 2018. So just be aware of that. We'll stay tuned to it. This is what we were talking about earlier. This is called BitTorrent. You cannot touch the BitTorrent, of course, without having a VPN on. Just to even look at it. Just to even look at this site. Or your IP location will be immediately turned over to the authorities called this IP location. That's how it works. I'm going to type it in just as we're talking to you guys to see how it picks it up. See, IP location. Go to Google, look at yours, and protect your privacy. Here it is. This is my VPN, and Google can't load it. It will zero in on the map to exactly where you live by latitude and longitude. So that means your home address. Long story short. So that's how they got this particular gentleman here, and he had to fight it. Won his case in court. Just protect yourself so you don't even have to make it to that unfortunate hassle that has nothing to do with anything except for money. Money, money, money. So congratulations, Darren out there. We're going to call you our James Bond of the day. You did the coolest thing ever. You beat them. All right? Very impressed. Subscribe to the Jack Bauer YouTube channel. You did the jailbreak. You get the thumbs up. This is Jack Bauer and Jack Bauer YouTube.